Okay, we're going to do this set, which I picked up today, not the other sets that I've got piled up waiting to be done, because I shouldn't be doing this video because it's too late. I'm absolutely exhausted. But I thought I'd do it anyhow because it looks fun. It didn't cost me $16. I took it to the checkout and they said, the machine said it was self-service. There was $18, but I didn't get that because it was buy one get one half price day at the warehouse in New Zealand. And I was going to get like a big set. I almost got, because I was going to buy my nephew a Lego set. I was going to buy him a Technic. Originally I was going to buy him that Technic controllable transforming vehicle thing, but they only had one in the shop and the box is broken. And I was thinking of getting two actually, one for myself, but then I thought that's so much money. And then I was going to get like a smaller Technic set, which was still over $100. But I was like, well, that's too much money. And then I was going to get the Friends set for myself, and that was going to be my second because it's two for the price. But then I'm like, well, I don't really want to spend that much money, so I just got this in another $16 one. So that actually it was $12 because this one was $8, and so 16 plus 8 is 24 divided by 2, which doesn't really help much because there's another shop that sells them for which will sell this one for $13. So it was like it wasn't really saving anything. But this, I haven't seen this one before. This is like just appeared today that I saw it. So I thought, well, I'll get it, and that's the true story. And look, they've got like a new style. So this is like new season stuff, I think. And it's got a new character in it too. It's got Camila, which is neat, with very red hair. So on the back, that's what it looks like. So what do they make? This is a shop that sells ribbons and bows and hair accessories, I expect. So let's open everything up. It's got a few interesting pieces. So it should be fun-ish, and it shouldn't take very long, which is good. Ideally it should take 15 minutes, but since I just waffled for a while, it might not. I am tired. Yesterday I was pretty ill. I'm better today, and I went for a run and some cycling, but not quite, and I felt absolutely exhausted, and I wanted to kind of go read, but then I'm like, well, I haven't made a video for a few days, so I'm going to make a video now. Which is what we're doing. This is actually what's happening at this moment. So it's all come together. It's like those movies where it starts halfway through the action, and then you're like, so how did I get here? Well, we got here by this long-winded way of doing things. Next step is to find. I did actually watch a video. There is a video on YouTube. These are opposite. Oh my gosh. Talking about how movies quite often do that thing where they're like, they start off and they're about to crash, and then they're like, freeze frame. So you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, that's what happened. I could do that one day. I could edit my video, but then what exciting thing would happen halfway through making this video? That's what I don't know. So now we're going to plonk. It's very brightly coloured though. This is a very happy set. Very happy. I say feeling very exhausted. Very exhausted. I watched on Netflix last night The Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds. And it made me think, I think I should just write a story. Like, it's such a, like, I don't mean to, but it was a perfectly fun film, but it was so by the book formulaic. Like, just like everyone knows the formula. Like, you could feel the beats going through the whole thing, and it's like, it feels like it should be inspiring everybody to write a story, write a novel, or a screenplay, just by watching that film. I mean, there's many films like that. That was the film. I'm just like, this is very, very, as I've just said. I can't say what I was gonna. I can't say anything novel because I already said the novel thing. So what are we doing next? We're going to find this other orange bit, and we're making this thing, which does look a bit strange, but should be fun. And then that one goes there. And she's at the bottom. I don't know why she's at the bottom. There's like a little version of her at the bottom. Is it actually telling you how far along you've got? Because she has actually moved a bit along. So that's handy. That's encouraging. I feel like that little feature of the instruction book is just because kids these days are so used to doing everything on their phone or tablets or devices, as you will. They're kind of expecting a progress bar. Everything like you do, where you have I'm sure every educational thing that any kid is made to do on their device has some kind of progress bar to give them encouragement to move on. I've done it wrong, haven't I? I have done it wrong. I think that was supposed to go that way. You can tell I am not going. This is going to be a struggle. I feel like I am so going to collapse when I go and lie on my bed. And no, this doesn't line up. There's something I'm missing. There's another white bit at the top. This bit here. And the pieces are slowly moving off the side of the page. It's been a very slow week, I think. I haven't done as much coding as I wanted to do. Oh, you're going to have to go all the way across here. So, well, I'm like, we're going to go here. So I did a bit of coding tonight. A very little bit. I think that's what you have to do to get back into the flow. It's just a bit to remind myself what I was actually doing before. And it was all kind of tedious, repetitive, over and over and over, fixing up stuff. So, yeah, that should be fun. But who cares? Like, why am I telling you this on this channel? Who knows? Because I did do something exciting today that I was going to mention, but I forgot what it was. So there's no point other than going to the shop to get Lego, but not actually get Lego, but then actually get Lego, which is this Lego that we have here. So is this going to be this progress bar thing? Is this going to be the de facto way that these things are done from now on? So that one goes there. That's quite fun. So this bit looks like it should be enjoyable. This looks tedious, but enjoyably tedious. Like, this is kind of like, if you're really tired, alternating colors is the way to go. Like, I could do this. This is where I burnt myself by using a hot glue gun to make a torch, which does actually work. Which I was going to do on this channel because it would have been quite a good thing to try and make out of glue sticks. Popsicle stick type thing. But I've got other ideas to make things. But anyway, I usually use these glue guns with kids that don't really burn you when you touch them, and they're quite good for using with kids because kids you know what kids are like. And I'm like, well, it's okay. I'll use the adult one when I get home, or the cheaper one. And gosh, it does burn. And it was like, I'm just so used to it not being so bad when you touch the end of it. So it's quite clever that this one doesn't. But they cost like 5 times as much as the ones that burn you. So it's like, oh, but they don't get so hot, so they don't actually take forever to dry to harden up. Like, they take just the right amount of time to harden up, which is like the cheaper ones. They get really hot. They just don't do that. So that's another thing that I wanted to talk about on today's exciting video when I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm actually just stalling a little bit because I feel like I'm not going to get to sleep because there's a lot of people from Tonga who are very excited. They get very excited when there's a rugby match involving Tonga, I believe. I'm not actually sure because I don't care about rugby. But they like to drive their cars around with flags out the window, big flags, and they like to play music. That seems to be the new thing, and I'm fine with this, but it's just like, well, I have to wait a little bit because I want to. I think everyone stopped playing music. I'm just really worried that people's hearing are going to get damaged. Like today, a car drove past. It was way too loud, and I was like 20, 30 meters away, and I'm like, this hurts my ears. which is annoying, but you know you can avoid it, and it's people. It's okay to be proud. But I'm like, in a few years' time, there's going to be a lot of people with hearing problems because they went around blasting music out of their cars, and it's like this is way too loud. And I don't know. I feel like I'm like the kind of person who's like, very sensitive. I've done this so wrong. How could I have mucked it up so badly? Well, it's hard because it's upside down. So we have to kind of. Oh gosh, how do I change this? I want to make it look like the picture. I want this to be on the outside. Yeah, like I'm pretty sensitive about these things because I have this. I'm one of these weird people who. Oh, I had that the wrong way. Okay. Oh, no, the bottom bit's wrong. Who are very conscientious. Like I'm always planning for my old age. And the one thing I really want, I want when I get older, I want to be able to enjoy being older. I don't mind mobility not being so great, but since I had a relative who lived to 111, and the main thing is that her eyesight was poor, and her hearing was very poor, and it's like, so I think the trick here is just to protect. You want at least your hearing or your eyesight to be good, so that you can enjoy and take in things as much as possible. So I'm more like, all I have to do is just protect my eyesight and my hearing as much as possible, and at least get one of those to a pretty good state. Well, and like if you're planning to live to over 100, you have to plan, and it's not implausible. I have like quite long-lived relatives, and live a quite healthy lifestyle. That I could live quite a long time. That you have to make. Where did this thing come from? There was a big long. Oh, it's gone. It's disappeared. Where did it go? It's right here. Oh my gosh, how tired do you have to be? I don't even. I just made this, didn't I? This was the whole thing I was looking at and going, oh yeah, right. And I've completely forgotten that I made. This is what I'm going to be like when I'm 100. Yeah, you kind of have to plan that you want to be the best 100-year-old you can be, and you want to be able to at least hear people vaguely. I know you can get hearing aids, but there's just only so much you can get. I have to look up how to avoid getting cataracts. That's the other thing, right? So I don't want to get a cataract. I know you can get them removed, but I think that stuffs up your focusing on your eyes. And I like being able to focus things on my eyes. But there's only so much you can do. Just have to hope that science fixes everything. There we go. And we're kind of there. Like I just jumped ahead and did this, so she's just bumped along. I kind of thought that there'd be actually like 2 parts. Oh, there is, because they've got her little moped thing. So yeah, we have a fair bit to do. There's another one of those little odd. When you're using the middle bits, not the outside bits. You know what I mean? It's going on like that. There we go. What are these things meant to be? We'll find out soon. Oh, they're just meant to hold on to the various items that you wish to purchase from this store. We've got that one, and you can buy flowers for your hair. So this is definitely, if you're like running low on hair accessories for your friends' characters. When I said friend set before, I didn't mean friends. I meant friends from the 90s. With Rachel and Joey and Co and Phoebe, that kind of friends, not with Stephanie and Maya. And what's her name again? Camila. That's right, Camila. Now there's a new friend on the block. I was going to get another one. There's a couple other ones they've got boy characters in it that are quite cheap. And I'll get those at some point. But the thing with those ones is that they were 4+, and honestly, I've just about had it up to here with 4+ ones. So I haven't had it up to here. Like I've got a 4+ one to do. It's just that they're 4+. It's just. I mean, it's good for the non-stickers, That's true. That's true. And here we go. We've got a, speaking of a non-sticker, there's a 5-cent coin. 5. So coming from a country that doesn't even have a 5-cent coin anymore, it is quite novel. And we're going to have, this is quirky. Here's like a little lipstick thing. Normally these come in like a little bag. I'm pretty sure I've got every single one of these in a little bag. So it's very rubbery, but it's also got plastic, so it's 2 bits together. So that's quite fun. And a hairbrush, which is here, but you only get 1 hairbrush. You don't get a spare. I feel like you're just as likely to lose this as that one. Bits of hair everywhere. Not supposed to mention that because it ruins the flow. So, now what are we up to? What other silly... Oh, we're making a hairdryer. Normally I have a hairdryer. I haven't bothered to get one out this year. To warm up my bed before I go to sleep. Instead of, it's quite an effective way, but you've got to get one that's dangerous. That doesn't shut off automatically because you can get quite warm and toasty in there. Bad safety tips. I do have like a multitude of smoke detectors, as we've discussed, so I've still got more to put on. And I bought another fire extinguisher, so there's at least 4 fire extinguishers in the house now. I hope never to ever have to use them, but I figured like, well, they're not that expensive really, you might as well buy a couple more. Alright, so now we're going to put these wheels on, and we've got little pink bits in the middle, which is novel. These tyres don't feel like they're quite big enough for the wheel. Like, you know, there's a bit of overhang there. Have I done something wrong? They're just the wrong size. And so I assume these are going on the bottom of this thing, which is also interesting. So this is like weird that they've got, like, I feel like they could have done something. Are they not going to put anything? They must be putting something. You could put something in here to cover up the holes. Well, we'll find. There was something I was thinking about on the front cover. It gives something away. So is this actually part of the set? Did this come with this? I don't think it did. But that's the Lego circle thing. The Lego circle thing. And now that goes there. I probably would have thought about getting the 2 and 1.5 price deal if they've run out of the, they don't, in this shop they don't have the maybe they do, maybe I should have checked. It's a bit late now. I could have got it online. They don't have the Sesame Street set, but yeah. What are you gonna do? And so we've done that, but they had an awful lot of the 90s sitcom Friends set, so I'm kind of hoping that they've overstocked on those because they're obviously banking on nostalgia from people. But so then maybe they'll reduce that. They have that reduced to clear at some point, and then I would get it for the 75, the 25% off. That it would be. You know what I mean. I don't know. It's so hard to speak. We haven't even made the characters yet. That was a satisfying click. That was a super satisfying click. Now we're going to get this crazy handlebar, which goes here, and that's pretty crazy. And then we're going to get this crazy thing, and that's going to go there. It's just non-stop craziness. Wacky, wacky, wacky. That's like the same color as your hair. Not quite. Who has a seat that's the same color as your hair? That's just weird. I would never do that. What have we got here? We've got this. It would be very hard to get a seat the color of my hair, so I don't really ever think about it. And that's it. That's it. It's done. It's over. We haven't made any of the characters though. I got to get this to set up. Okay, and so this is going to attach to the trailer attachment point, and I put that on upside down. That was nicely done. Nicely done indeed. 9 minutes. So we've kind of got over the 15-minute mark, but we're not too bad. So I've got a lot better, not perfect, at uploading videos. So that's her legs. And where does Stephanie's head go? Here is her head. And she's wearing stuff. And this is Camilla. What's a character called Camilla? I don't know why I keep thinking of I keep thinking of octopuses because of calamari. But Camilla. Oh, I know. Gonzo's chicken friend. Right, so they still haven't got the Muppets things in New Zealand yet. It's really disappointing. They said it was going to be in June, and I was like, oh, you mean the beginning of June? But apparently they mean the very end of June. Maybe the shop that I got this from will have them tomorrow, because they were only having this 50 buy one get one half price deal today. So maybe tomorrow they'll actually bring out the things. So what do we get left over? Well, she hasn't put on it. Where's her helmet? How does she even have it? She doesn't have a helmet. What's this? What have I got this for? Did this come with a helmet? There's like so many spare pieces. But oh, here is it. I'm going to have a hiccup. Here is her helmet. Or I could burp, which would be even worse. That's more unprofessional. And this here is obviously professional. So that's her helmet, and it's a funky little helmet. I don't even know that's her helmet. It could be Camilla's. Why am I assuming that Camilla would never ride a motorcycle? Moped. A scooter of some kind. So look at that. That's a lot. There's actually too many stars. Maybe someone's meant to have a star in their head. Well, there's 3 stars there, and there's some stickers. And the sticker is just the mirror, which is very reflective, and I have to be careful. I don't want to give anything away about my secret identity. So that's that, and then all that. That's a chunk of spare pieces there. So good work. So this is quite fun. I think I mainly got it because it came with a new character, like I've never seen her before, and that's some pretty cool hair. It's something different. So thanks for watching. The one other one I got was my 2 for the price of 1. But I don't think I'm going to do this one next, because I want to do the other ones I got a while back. And I've got Giant Yoda to do as well. Baby Yoda. I got this one too. I think this is also a new thing. Oh, she has got to the end of the page, by the way. There's nothing else on the back of that. Is this one here? That one looked quite fun, which is the same price. It's got one of these turning action things from like last time, which wasn't as exciting as it might seem. But it's better than nothing. But they've got some eggs and there's some hens, so I thought that was worth it. You can never get enough hens. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And bye.